I hope you are enjoying your self-love week. I am really excited to share with you what I'm going to share today. If you don't know, my name is Carly and I'm a mind-body nutrition coach. Today what I want to share with you is 5 steps on becoming a mindful eater. And in my opinion, this is the number one thing to do. This is the number one most important thing for the health of our bodies, for the love of our bodies. And I'm really passionate about this topic because I used to be the opposite. I used to be a total unmindful eater, unconscious eater. I used to not pay attention to the food that was coming in my body, and that was the most destructive pattern that I could have. And now that I can consciously choose the food, I can consciously prepare the food, and then I can consciously sit down and enjoy the food, it makes the world of a difference in digestion, in your mood around food, in stopping when full, and it's really a full circle of goodness right here. So the first step in becoming a mindful eater is to set the mood. Maybe you want to turn the lights on dim and light a couple candles while you're preparing a meal. Maybe you want to have some really awesome music that you love playing in the background so that it reminds you of happy times or happy moments, or maybe you can sing or dance while you're in the kitchen. You know, in Ayurvedic medicine, in all of the books, they say it's best not to eat when dirty. And I found that this is actually really a great tip. So instead of just coming home from a work day or from the gym and just going right into preparing a meal, maybe shower, maybe wash your face, cleanse the outside of your body so that you feel cleansed and you'll reach for those cleansing types of foods as well. Step 2 in becoming a mindful eater is using your own intuition. As you're reaching for a food or as you're preparing for your food, I want you to ask yourself this question: will this food serve me and my highest good? So by asking that question, you are leaving your intuition to tell you, is this going to benefit my body? Because food has power. And by asking this question, we allow that power to be felt. And we are telling our bodies, okay, I understand that this right here, what I'm preparing or what I'm reaching for, this has power. This has power to heal me or to not heal me. So a tip for reaching your intuition with your food choices or with anything in general in your life is a kinesiology tip. And what you do is you take these 2 fingers and you place them like this. And you ask yourself this question: Are these apples good for me to eat right now? And then you take your other hand and you take these 2 fingers and you try and separate this hand. And if you feel really firm in here, that's a yes. If it totally just like opens like that, that's a no. So I'll try it right now and we can see if you can understand how it works. Because the body just gives us these signals. So, is it in my highest good to consume almond butter today? No, definitely not, because my body just said no. Is it in my highest good to consume a drink with lemon? Yep, my body says yes to that one. So you can try this activity out at home and see if it works for you. Keep doing that test, and it doesn't have to be all around food, but it definitely helps you with trusting your own intuition around the food. The third step in becoming a mindful eater is to breathe. Breathe while you prepare the meal and breathe while you are eating the meal. Deep, deep, deep breaths. And when you can breathe while you're preparing the meal, you're going slow. You are relaxing the body. And the same is true when you're eating. You know, when we are eating on the go, in the car, really stressful eating, we're not going to digest and assimilate those nutrients. So if we can take some time to just maybe have 5 deep breaths before a meal, it's going to relax our nervous system so we're better able to digest. Step number 4 in becoming a mindful eater is to invoke the senses. Invoke your sense of smell and invoke your sense of sight. Smelling the meal before you eat it tells your body, gets your body ready for those flavors. Prepare your meal on a pretty plate or a gorgeous wooden bowl and top it with some sprouts or top it with some, decorate it and look at your meal and say, wow, this is gorgeous. This gorgeous food is going to enter my body. And that's really powerful because digestion really begins in these places. Literally, your digestive enzymes in your mouth will start working and producing from your sense of smell and from your sense of sight. So I encourage you to invoke those senses before you start your meal. Fifth and most important step in becoming a mindful eater is bringing your belief to the table. And what that means is really believing in the meal that you chose. Instead of saying, oh wait, was that good for me? Should I have had that? Should I not have included that? So when you sit down to your meal, I want you to really truly believe in it. I want you to affirm it. And what that looks like is this. Wow, this meal is going to nourish my body. This meal is going to heal my body. This meal is going to help me thrive on this planet. And when you can do that, those positive affirmations are literally going to be digested and assimilated in your body with that food. The last thing I just want to leave you with is just a quote from the book A Course in Miracles that says, "There are no idle thoughts. All thinking produces form at some level." And so what I want to bring to you in this whole mindful eating type of realm is that we need to be really careful about our thoughts while we're eating, because that is going to produce some type of action no matter what. So if we are out to dinner with friends and we're gossiping about some other people, that thought is going to be taken into our bodies rapidly with the food. If we are on the computer watching TV or a video or on our phones, whatever's going on in that situation is going to come into our bodies. It's going to produce something on some level. So if you could just be conscious and aware of the thoughts that you think while you're eating, that is probably the number one thing to focus on when we're talking about mindful eating. So I really hope that video served you in some way. It's a really beautiful thing to nourish your body with so much self-love and self-consciousness. I'd love to share more, and I share a lot on my blog, which is culinarykarma.net, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, all at Culinary Karma. And I'd love to connect with you and hear your story. I learn from you as much as you learn from me. So thank you so much for watching, and I love you a lot. I do. Bye.